My name is Isaias Maldonado Gonzalez. I play the role of Tom in the class Menagerie and I'm a junior.
My name is Robert Zarate Castillo. I'm a senior and I'm playing Jim, otherwise known as the gentleman caller in the glass Menagerie.
I'm Ediana Yusuf. I'm a senior and I play Amanda Wingfield.
I'm Naomi Mount. I'm a senior and the character I'm portraying is Laura Wingfield.
The Glass Menagerie is a play about the desperation of the American family during the Depression.
Amanda the mom, Tom and Laura are the children, and it's about their struggle as a family trying to connect with each other, trying to manage even though they have a really low income.
They're living off Tom's income, which is still not that much, but it's something. And they're struggling because he wants to leave, but of course the family can't function without Tom.
The Glass Menagerie is different than anything that PB's put on because it's basically Tom's thoughts and it's his memory. So when you watch it, like, there's just these really weird moments where, like, it just, some of the details that wouldn't be in memory aren't there.
Amanda, who is the mother, came from a very wealthy family in the South, and she now lives in a very tattered apartment with her 2 children, and her husband left her a while ago.
Amanda especially is having trouble connecting with her kids, and she also has trouble leaving her past, but she really doesn't see what's in front of her, which is her family is struggling with food, money, they're kind of poor.
Laura is the sister. She's very, very shy and very quiet.
When she was born, she had a physical defect where one of her legs was shorter than the other.
But she truly believes it as like a hindrance to her entire life.
She had a huge struggle trying to make friends growing up, and she struggles with a lot of social anxiety.
And Jim, the gentleman caller, comes in towards the end of the show. Tom has invited him to be able to have dinner with him and to meet Laura. Tom is an artist who wants to make poem and write literature for his career, but he works at a warehouse because he needs to provide for his family, and him and Amanda get into lots of fights about it.
Scene 3 is a really interesting scene because it's a fight scene between Amanda and Tom, and they fight all the time. They're never like, there's not a single week where they're not fighting.
What do you think I'm at? Aren't I supposed to have any patience to reach the end of, Mother? I know, it seems unimportant to you what I'm doing and what I want to do and having little difference between them. You don't think that
I think you've been doing things that you're ashamed of.
One of the most impacting scenes, they're having a huge, intense argument, and Laura's still in the scene, but she's almost like on the sidelines, but the audience can still see her. And it's really important because it really shows the impact that Tom and Amanda have on her.
It's really emotional, and we have to jump between different emotions, but we're still angry at each other. The play relates to the real-life struggles we have in this world.
Many of the characters are easy to relate to nowadays. Amanda is a woman who is constantly stuck in the past. This might not really apply to most of our students, but a lot of parents, whether you noticed or not, parents or grandparents even, or just older people in general, have always longed for times back then where they were not necessarily better, but they were just better in their minds because they were happy. Tom is very relatable because he's an artist who wants to do what he wants to do, but he can't because he needs to be able to support his family. I'm sure there are lots of people at this school who have different passions, but they have to do stuff for work for their family, or they're not supported by their family or anything, and Tom would relate a lot to people like that. Laura, especially, I think, is the most relatable character in the entire show. She is nervous, shy the entire way through the play. She has a small defect that is not in any way like a hindrance to her life, but she believes it to be magnified thousands of times by her own imagination to be like the worst thing in her entire life. And I'm sure that we've all done it before. We all second guess ourselves. We all pretend little things are bigger than they aren't.
I really encourage Pioneer Valley High School students to come and see the play.
Opening night of the Glass Menagerie is September 25th at 7 o'clock p.m. Hope to see you there.